Looking for that laid-back beach town where you can forget all your troubles? This is where you want to be in Sri Lanka. Welcome to Trincomalee. Good morning from Uppuveli Beach. We are in the heart of Trincomalee. It is September 9th. And the reason I'm telling you that, because I don't normally include dates, is because a lot of people who come to find the best beaches in Sri Lanka go to the south, the southwest. However, right now it is still raining there. They are in monsoon season, whereas as you can see here in Trincomalee, it is bright, beautiful, gorgeous days. It's 8 a.m. and it's already so hot. I love it. We arrived here 4 days ago, and as soon as we arrived, I changed all of our plans because this is like an old school beach town. They've got restaurants and little cafes and local places. Things are not too developed. You know, a lot of places, your feet are still in the sand when you eat. That is what I love. No clubs, no expensive beach resorts or beach clubs. This is the way I remember traveling, you know, in so many places. We have loved it here. Now, Trincomalee region is actually a long coast, beginning with the town. You've got a number of beaches. You've got Uppuveli, where we are in the heart. And then farther north is Nilaveli, which is supposed to be even more remote, more beautiful. So that is what we're going to share with you today. Some of the things we've been to and we love, some of the things we're going to discover with you. But first, I'm going to take you to my favorite place to eat, and it is not in Uppuveli. I think this is the bread guy. It is the bread guy. It's a little tuk-tuk with bread. We're gonna have to see if we can catch that later. Now, I also want to say that even though my favorite place to eat is not in this area, and that is because as a typical beach town, it's also, all the restaurants are made for tourists. So we're gonna take you to a local one. But we have loved a lot of restaurants here. We really enjoy it. We really enjoy that they're close. As I said, my hotel or guest house is attached to a restaurant. It's just that I feel like you'll discover all these things on your own. If you're coming here, lots of people write about these places. But I want to take you to a spot that is where locals go, and even talking to people here, they said it's their favorite spot in Trincomalee. Alan is just getting set up for a video on his own channel, Motor Rounds, with his snazzy new helmet and GoPro.
Let's go.
Let's go. So although we're staying in Uppuveli Beach and it has some really great restaurants, those restaurants are for tourists. So our favorite place to eat is not in Uppuveli, it's actually in Trincomalee, the city, and it's right across the street from a bus station. We found it because it was about to rain, and so we came in. The servers welcomed us, such great hospitality, showed us all of the food, and then all of the people who were eating here were so nice to us, wanted to talk about where we were from, what we were doing. The energy here is hopping. So many people coming in and out, and the food here is really good. So we're here for breakfast. We're going to have a traditional Sri Lankan breakfast. On this plate we have string hoppers. Alan wanted some roti, and then I also got pizza, which I've never had before, but Alan said they actually also have in Indonesia. We have some dal, which we are both obsessed with. It's just lentils, and then this coconut sambal. I have eaten so much of this. It's shredded coconut. It's got some fresh spices in it, chili, it looks like curry or lime leaves. It's really good. I eat it with almost every meal. And then they've given us some more food. I feel like it's like if you touch the food, you buy it. If you're not interested, no big deal. And of course, we've got some milk tea. Now here they call it milk tea, not chai. It's not masala, but it's sweet. It's perfect for the morning, a little bit hot, but also good. This is a Muslim restaurant. You will find Muslims along eastern Sri Lanka. And because it's a Muslim restaurant, that also means they have beef. You won't find this in the Tamil restaurants, but you will find beef in the Muslim restaurants. And so that's what he's going to have for breakfast. All right, so string hoppers are simple simply just rice flour, and they are actually one of the easiest things to eat with your hands. So you eat it with a little bit of dal, a little bit of coconut, you put it in your mouth, and it's fantastic. Very, very common to have here at breakfast, but what I wanted to share was something I haven't had, and that is pitu. So pitu is ground rice that is then steamed. You can find it in southern India, but it's also common here. It often has coconut shavings in it, which I think that might be it, but also it might also have layers of a sweet or a savory filling. This looks like it has coconut. Again, something very easy to eat. I'm just going to take a bite of it on its own. It's nice and light. You can see it's rice, but it's actually ground rice. And the idea here is this is your starch, and you would eat it with something else. They've given us so many options. I think we've got some squid, some shrimp, eggs in chutney. We've got some regular boiled eggs. We've got Allen's, beef. As I said, I'm going straight for the dal. Just like in India, I just find a lot of the vegetarian foods here so good. I'm gonna eat a little bit of this with that. But I'm gonna put the camera down because it gets a little bit messy. Maybe we'll set this up on a time lapse. It's really nice when you have an experience like this. I think eating the best food in a country is not just the food, it's the people that you eat with, the people that serve you, and just the energy of the room. We could stay here all day, but we know we're gonna be back because we want to eat here again a couple more times before we go. But we do want to show you next a little bit of history. We're going to go to Fort Frederick. We're gonna go see something educational. One of the things we love here is that they have tuk-tuks that sell bread. Look at this. They have sandwiches, sweets, all kinds of bread. Oh, and it goes really close to other things. What do you want to get? Chicken burger. I would like something sweet, like a dessert. You want a chicken burger? They have donuts. Oh, look at those cookies. Sugar bread. Regular bread. What do you want? That's like a toast? Okay. I would like a cookie. And 2 cookies. Yeah, thank you. So we drove to the very top where there's actually a Hindu temple that you can go in. I'm not dressed properly for it though, and I think Sunday must be a busy temple day because there are a lot of people here. So we're gonna miss that and head back down to the fort. So when we first got in here, it was really busy. Lots of people here because it is right next to the temple. So as soon as you exit, this is the place where you want to get something cool to drink. They have both coconuts and then also any kind of juice. I mean, they had lots there, but you can't beat wood apple, especially if you can only get it here in Sri Lanka and a few other countries. But the view here is beautiful. You know, it's just so nice. And it's been good to come to Fort Frederick. I think anytime we try to do something a little bit educational, I enjoy it. So from what I understand, this is a 4-kilometer stretch of beach at Nilaveli, and the resorts are actually quite far apart from each other. So it's not like we can just show up at one and find the right one. So I actually used ChatGPT and I said, can you recommend a restaurant or resort that is not too expensive and has sun loungers and good Sri Lankan food? And this is what ChatGPT said. So let's see if it's right. All right, let's go in. Hello. Hi. Is there a restaurant that we can eat here? Okay, do we go straight?
No problem.
Okay, thank you. So we made it. I'm not entirely sure what the story is with this place. It's not very busy, but it's also Thursday. And I think a lot of locals make up most of the guests that come here on the weekends. So I've heard the reason that most people choose not to stay in Nilaveli, Westerners, is that it's very remote and very quiet. So if you're looking for a quiet, relaxed, nobody else on the beach, this is the place to be, apparently. As I said, the resorts are really spread apart from each other, so it's not like you can kind of hop from one to another like you can in Uppuveli. We really like that in Uppuveli because you can kind of go for a walk and there's always something going on the beach, but this one should be for people who just want to relax, get away from it all. And you can see it's beautiful here. And if we had come straight here, I think probably would have been like a 9-minute drive from our place in Uppuveli. So first impressions of Nilaveli Beach and this beach hotel. So I would say opposite of Uppuveli in that you really do feel like you're on your own. You don't see a lot of people around. It's very quiet. The beach is white sand, and I do think that you can surf maybe in some other areas. It is 4 kilometers long, but it is quite beautiful and it is very clean. Now, it kind of depends on what you want to do. Do you want to have a beach scene where there's lots of people, a good vibe, like lots of trendy things to do, or do you want to be out here on your own and the only thing you hear is the ocean? But you also have out there is Pigeon Island, which is a protected park. It used to be a really popular spot for snorkeling, but I've heard for a number of factors, some contributed to man, some contributed to nature. The coral around there actually isn't that great, and so I do know that they're really trying to work with conservation to bring it back. Not all of it is because of over-tourism. Part of it is actually because the water temperatures are rising, and so there's this effect called coral bleaching, where the coral ejects all of the wildlife and then, eventually dies. And then next to it is a spot called Angel Rock, which is an interesting looking rock. And there's a lot of snorkeling around here just in general, and then also you can go diving. A lot of people in Uppuveli, I think, actually go diving in this area. So if you do come here, you can have the quiet, but then also have a number of activities. And then if you want, it's just a short tuk-tuk drive into Uppuveli if you feel like you want a little bit more energy. But it's nice. It's nice to be able to have a little bit of both so close to each other. Alan, got us. I have a Sri Lankan king coconut waiting for me, it looks like, and Alan got one of our favorites, lime soda. All right, time to relax with my little, I don't know, it kind of looks like a little Mickey Mouse king coconut. The coconuts here are so sweet. They're a little bit smaller, but they're so tasty. This was $4.50. Lime soda was, I think, $1,300. So prices here are a little bit more than you'd have in a regular restaurant because it is a resort, but we do have loungers. The staff are so nice, and I'm just ready to relax. We've made it back home to Uppuveli Beach, and you know what? It was interesting. Nilaveli was great, but I don't actually know why everyone raves that it is so much more amazing. And actually now I know why. When we got gas and I talked to the gas station attendant about going to that beach, he was like, oh yeah, it's good. So we are having a very special lunch today, and that is because at our hotel it's attached to a restaurant and they offer cooking classes. Now the chef has a PhD in cooking. He actually lived in Italy. He also lived in Switzerland for so long that he has a Swiss passport, but he is Sri Lankan and he's back here right now, and he's offering, not only does he offer fresh buffalo mozzarella that he makes by hand, but he also does these cooking classes, and we love Sri Lankan food so much, and he just taught us how to make it, like some of our favorite dishes, and I didn't realize that most of it is like less than 7 minutes. And so the really nice thing is that he actually chooses ingredients to show you, and you can make it with him, but we actually asked for a demo so we could film it. But he chooses ingredients that you can find in your home country. So he had like really great tips that if you can't find fresh curry leaves or other fresh leaves, that you can buy them dry and then actually put them in hot water for 20 minutes. And not exactly the same thing, but it's a really good substitution. So we have this potato curry dish. We have this eggplant dish. We have a dal. We love dal so much. And in my life, I can cook a lot of things, but I can never cook lentils properly. So he actually showed me I was cooking them for way too long. I always thought it was like overcooked or undercooked, overcooked, but he actually showed me the right way to do it. And then we also have this fish curry, which is so good. Everything took like 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes. And the best thing is that he also has this coconut sambal. Amazing. He also taught us how to make rotis, naan, and then this cheese roti. There's so much food here. The crew at the hotel are watching us shooting this because we said to them, as soon as we have a little bite on camera, everybody can come in. Yes, we are in the northeast of Sri Lanka right now, so a lot of this food is very influenced by southern Indian food. Yeah. But let's try it. Let's stop talking about it. Yes, let's try it because I'm so hungry. I said to Alan, I am going to eat with my hands because I'm really trying to do that. So I'm going to go in this eggplant dish. You know, if you've had mushy eggplant, he actually said you don't actually throw the eggplant into the end. There were so many like really good tips that he gave us. Do that, a little bit of fish. And then, oh, we eat dal, I think like at least twice a day. We'd eat it 3 times a day if we could. Oh yeah. And then we have some rice, which I don't eat. I will try, the coconut roti. We just learned so many things, and he really gave so many tips for, you know, if you don't have the same kind of ingredients, what to do. This coconut sambal is amazing. We tried things along the way. It is so good. All right, I'm gonna go with coconut roti first. And I'm just going to put it in a little bit of this curry. Oh, so good. Okay. Everything here is so good. You go ahead.
And then turn to the cheese naan.
The cheese, the cheese naan with all of that buffalo mozzarella cheese.
For me, it's so sticky. Frederick is mozzarella cheese, but
it's delicious. Oh yeah. All right, we are gonna get going on this. I just have to say, this is such a special experience. When you think of coming to Trincomalee, you think, oh, you're just gonna be in some kind of beach town. You're not gonna do anything really interesting. But this just goes to show you, if you stay at the right place, you meet the right people, you can learn how to make all of this food and have so much delicious food. I have all the recipes and I'm gonna put them on my website, BaconisMagic. Then I'm gonna put like over here, the QR code for the recipes. All right, guys, let's tell the guys that they can finally come in and eat. All right. Fernando's Market. So Fernando's, I think, used to be just a beach bar, but now there's a wine bar. There are burgers, hello. There is pizza. There is a coffee spot, which gelato. They've got a regular bar. And then around the corner, they also have like dumplings, Asian bar, tacos, and burritos. So you basically go up and pay. They give you a number, and then you go sit wherever you want to sit. And this is Fernando's Beach Market. We've been here multiple times, mostly for coffee. Just because the coffee here is really good. Alan likes to sit away from it all. The chairs are all wonky. And then you can just kind of see this beach. It's beautiful here. And so when they talk about Nilaveli, yeah, I can see a lot more people here, but also sometimes you want to be around a lot of people. And this is nice because it's not too many people at all. The whole time we've been here, I would say this is kind of the max for this area. So we have spent the last just couple days on the beach, pretty much doing nothing, spending our time. We'll come here for coffee because it's very strong, but also I learned something from them that was really cool, and that is this little piece of syrup here is called Kithul syrup, and it comes from the fishtail palm. And so they said to me, what we're giving you is not sugar syrup, it's actually like maple syrup. And I'm from Canada, so I was all about it. So basically, same thing as maple syrup. Like they tap the tree, they boil it down, and this is a syrup from this area, but not a lot of people want to make it anymore. And so to actually have this is such a treat. I didn't even know about it, and it's just like sugar. And it looks like maple syrup, and it tastes almost like a sweet brown sugar syrup. It's really good, and I love that even places like this, not only are they serving it to you instead of having sugar, but they're also sharing with you, like they're sharing part of their culture with you. It's really great. We're going to enjoy the afternoon here, just relaxing, and I'm gonna end the video here. I could show you more of the beach, but it's just a really beautiful beach. So I'll look to see some shots that I've had before and put it in the extra, but this is a fantastic place to be. I shot an hour and a half of the fishermen actually pulling in a fishing line. They were like hand trawling, and I'll try to get that video out next. But if not, if I don't have that video next, the next video we are leaving the coast, fingers crossed, because we're heading into hill country and we hope there's no rain. See you then.